Reporting from Arkham Asylum, this is Gotham Rogues. In this video we spotlight Jack Nicholson's Joker from the movie Batman. Welcome to the first episode of this new series on Gotham Rogues, where I take a look at all of the cinematic adaptations of Batman villains and give you my thoughts on how I feel they were handled. I'll be going through the villains in chronological order, so first up is the Joker, played by Jack Nicholson in Tim Burton's Batman from 1989. In the movie Batman, the Joker is actually given a real identity, which is pretty unusual as most of the time he's portrayed as a character shrouded in mystery, but not so in Batman. Here he's gangster Jack Napier, the right-hand man to Gotham's most powerful mob boss, Carl Grissom, played by Jack Palance. Lots of Jacks in this movie. Napier isn't the loyal lieutenant that he seems to be though, as he longs for the days when it'll be him heading the crime syndicate, while he's also having an affair with Grissom's main squeeze, Alicia Hunt, played by Jerry Hall. Unknowingly to Napier, Grissom is actually aware of his double-cross and plots a frame-up. The new DA, Harvey Dent, played by Billy D. Williams, is investigating one of Grissom's fronts, Axis Chemicals, and the crime boss plans to use this to his advantage. Grissom sends his #1 guy to the plant to clean out all documents tying Axis to their criminal empire. But once Jack arrives, he realizes that the job has already been done, and the police, led by Grissom's dirty cop Lieutenant Eckhart, is knocking on the door. A battle ensues, and then the Dark Knight, played by Michael Keaton of course, arrive on the scene. Batman and Napier fight each other, which leads to the gangster's drop right into a vat of chemicals. He survives though and is flushed out into a river outside the plant. Severely deformed by the chemicals, Napier loses his mind and takes on the persona of the Joker, first killing Grissom, getting his revenge. The Joker then proceeds to seize control of all the organized crime gangs in the city, declaring himself the King of Gotham. Joker uses his newfound power to subject the city to a whole new brand of terror never before seen. The Clown Prince of Crime also develops a sick obsession with photojournalist Vicky Vale, played by Kim Basinger. Vale just happens to be dating Bruce Wayne, and it's now up to Batman to not only save Gotham from the Joker, but also his girlfriend. The Joker in Batman is very much the traditional, classic Joker from the comics. He's a psychotic, dandified freak with a very morbid sense of humor who's committing crimes and acts of horror mainly just because he thinks it's fun. Nicholson's Joker isn't out to get money or power, nor is he trying to spread a message. He's simply enjoying himself. Jack Napier was already a twisted guy before he became the Joker, that's made pretty clear, but his transformation completely freed him of all inhibitions he had, allowing Jack to fully embrace lunacy and do whatever he feels like. Like many Joker stories, this movie in a way tells us that insanity, or the Joker's kind of insanity at least, is the only way to truly be free of society's rules, morals and laws. The scene where Joker and his goons crash the Flugelheim Museum is a perfect example of this, and Jack Nicholson himself has commented on it, saying something along the lines that the Joker is so liberated that he can destroy an extremely valuable and irreplaceable painting without even flinching. Something which Nicholson himself, as an art collector, could never bring himself to do. Since Napier was already a bit of a mental case from the start, I think that his transformation is fairly believable. In the comics, we don't know for sure exactly who he was before. All we know is that he fell into a vat of chemicals. But the explanation we get in this movie could easily work there as well. And it is pretty much the one we got in the Lovers and Madmen storyline, which I have previously reviewed. Interestingly enough, Joker is also called Jack in that one. As for Nicholson's performance, a lot of people criticize it for simply being Nicholson being Nicholson. I guess they kind of have a point. He's certainly not unrecognizable in the role, like Heath Ledger was, but he doesn't really need to be. The Nicholson persona, or whatever you wanna call it, fits Joker perfectly. I mean, that's why both Batman creator Bob Kane and producer Michael Keaton wanted to cast him in the role as early as 1980 after having seen The Shining. He was kind of made for the role, and it fits him like a glove in this movie. I don't think he could have played the Dark Knight Joker, but when it comes to classic Joker, he's basically perfect. I also love the look of this Joker, the dark green hair as opposed to a more brighter shade, and of course that smile. In the story it's explained that his face froze into a grin after a surgeon tried to repair Napier's face post-facial gunshot wound and chemical bath. The result is an extremely grotesque look that's even freakier in the scenes where Jack is wearing skin-colored makeup to make himself appear more normal. He doesn't. I really dig Joker's outfits as well. They're incredibly garish and flamboyant, which is exactly how the Clown Prince of Crime is supposed to dress. He's got style in his madness. We also get a nice showcase of his vast array of gag gadgets, including a joy buzzer, an acid spraying flower, and of course that silly huge revolver he pulls out of his trousers. One wonders where he gets all those wonderful toys. All in all, in my opinion, Batman offers pretty much a perfect interpretation of the Joker that's faithful to how the character is generally portrayed in the comics, or at least how it was in those days. Yeah, there's the whole deal of making the Joker the killer of Bruce Wayne's parents, which is very silly and ruins the randomness of the act, but that's really a plot issue and not a problem of characterization. Next up in Batman movie villains, we'll be taking a look at Danny DeVito's Penguin from Batman Returns, so stay tuned for that. And remember, Arkham Asylum awaits you in the next video.